Well, good morning. We're back in the world of Middle Earth, and today is Festival Day. Specifically, this is the Harvestmath Festival, or the Fall Festival, or as I like to call it, Halloween. So first, we are going to come talk to this lovely little hobbit here. And she
Good
wants
day.
us
Might I
to
have a word with you?
complete...
Good day.
Welcome,
Might I
my
have
friend.
a word with you?
If you're here for the harvest, I'd recommend you get into the spirit of the season and participate in many of our harvest activities. If you're not here for the Harvest Festival, maybe you should be. For those folks that participate in many of our activities, there might just be a harvest treat in store. So go get out there. The night can get a bit chilly, but I'm sure you'll find company and good stories around the campfire. So that's basically just saying, do 10 quests, and if you do these 10 quests, you get some items, and this says to complete 10 quests 4 times in a row, and you get some other items. Okay, now, we need to come over here, and we're going to talk to this young hobbit here.
Don't you turn your back on me.
You'll never believe this. I decided a new oven was needed to begin preparations for the next festival. The laborers went to dig a pit into the side of the hill, and lo, we all heard a shovel scrape against some wood, and before I knew what happened, a door was dug out. The door is locked now, but I'll wager it's a forgotten cellar bag end. Bag end is just above it, you see. Do you think that's where Mad Baggin kept his treasure? I suppose we can only guess, for so Lobelia owns Bag End now. Actually, no, she doesn't. If you think she'll be letting anyone else dig around for old Bilbo's treasure, then you go right ahead and ask her. Be my guest. I won't be risking it, but it is terribly exciting all the same. Now she wants us to go talk to... What's this?
Stay and have some tea.
We'll look at that later. We have to go talk to Lobelia Sackville Baggins. What a mouthful. We're just gonna call her Lobelia. Well, actually, you know what? Let's get on our horse. She is just up there. And we're gonna go have a word with her. Oh, Lobelia, I've come calling again. You are not my favorite person, but whatever. And you are a lazy git.
It's been a foul day.
Are you here about that door as well? You listen here. That mad fool of a Baggins never said anything about a secret cellar, and neither did that awful nephew of his, Frodo. I could not be more angry. I've scoured the whole burrow and not found a thing that could be used as a key to the hidden larder. They meant all along to leave Bag End to me with none of its proper fixings. If you want to see as much as a doorknob inside that cellar, you must find me that key. That gardener down on Bagshot Row might know something, but he won't speak a word to me. You look like a big ominous sort. You ought to wrangle the truth out of him. Okay, so, first off, lady, I am not big or ominous. Although you are a hobbit, you might see things differently. Second, that old git is the Gamgee. It's the gaffer. You don't talk about him like that. And 3, you don't own Bag End, so shut up.
Just a moment.
I'll wager Lobelia sent you to inquire after that new door going to the Baggins' lovely burrow. If you ask me, the whole affair smells of trouble. I tell my young ones, and I'll tell you too. Best to mind your own matter, and let no harm will come of it.
Don't
walk off.
Still here,
I
are
need to
you?
speak with you.
Well, I suppose if you are an inquisitive nature like Mr. Bilbo himself, I'll let you in on something he said to me before he disappeared forever. Old Bilbo, he said, with a sparkle in his eye, that his adventures would continue on even after he was long gone. That was Mr. Baggins for you. Well, I'll not get in your way. Help yourself to look over his last letter for us, which my son Sam read to me. It has some peculiar instructions regarding that Sackville Baggins. So we need to... Guess we read it? Do we get to read it? Or are we just like left wondering? I guess we don't get to read it.
What do you need?
You want to bring this letter to Lobelia, eh? Be my guest. It won't do a whit of good sitting here now with me, you know. Okay. Now, back up to Miss Lobelia. Miss Labia. Whee! Wow. That was not the most graceful jump over a fence I've ever done. Alright, Lobelia.
Can't a body be left alone?
What is that envelope you have there? Give it here at once. I am sure Bilbo meant for the successor of Baggin to have it, and not that fool old gardener. Indeed, no. I don't believe he even knows how to read.
How rude!
I'm reading this letter. Leave me be. How is a hobbit to concentrate with annoying folk badgering them all day? If it does not say anything about that cellar, I swear I shall be positively furious. You're positively furious already. You're just looking for a reason to be mad now.
Can't a body be left alone?
Don't pester me. I'm reading. That Bilbo sure knows how to prattle on about nothing.
How rude!
Shoo! If you don't leave me alone, I shall report you to the authorities. Okay, Karen.
It's been a foul day, it has.
What's this about a spoon? He left me the silver spoons. He says they are the keys to the cellar.
Hi there, give me a moment.
Oh my, what wonderful news. Apparently my spoons fit as keys into the keyhole in that burrow door down there. The old madman planned for me to have his treasures after all. Come, I'll go open the door, and you will help me carry out the treasure I find. Let us meet down at the party tree. Just give me a moment, and I'll be down. If you say so, Lobelia. Alright, so down we go. Isn't she a pleasant ray of sunshine? We'll go in. And now we must look for Miss Lobelia. And... oh. Who's this? Why, it's Miss Lobelia.
Cannot a body be left alone?
Oh, I am livid. I've been tricked. This place is not but a monster-filled, spook-ridden, crawly-infested hole in the ground. Bilbo tricked me into thinking there was anything worth my while to this abominable cellar. How I loathe him with all my heart. There is naught here but filth and corruption. I want nothing to do with this evil burrow. Do as you will with it and stay away from me. Serves you right. Oh, hello.
Cannot a body be left alone?
Did you hear? Lobelia is too scared to poke around. That means we can go treasure hunting. It's wonderful, just wonderful. I'm sure many of these nosy onlookers will have a wonderful time exploring and making off with what treasure they find. It's terribly exciting, isn't it? And that unlocks a whole boatload of quests. And that is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so where shall we start? Oh, we're going to start by giving you a peek at something else. Let's see, well, we also have Bilbo here, who has some quests for us to do. And is this the Pony to Westmead? It is. So, because they expanded the festival, and now we have this place to go to as well. Isn't it lovely? It's so creepy. It's wonderful. So, as you can see, we have a lot to do at this festival. We have the Burrow. We have Bilbo's festival quest. We have this place. We're going to be quite busy. But we are going to start with doing the quest here, the original quest of the Burrow. Rattling in the Haunted Burrow.
Stay and have some tea.
Oh, mercy me. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. I'll tell you anyways. I was in the Haunted Burrow searching for treasure and found a bit of chain in the attic. I thought perhaps a door would open to the ceiling and I would find a ladder full of riches, but no. A living, walking skeleton came towards me, rattling and clanking. It gave me such a fright, I ran away before I could even finish tugging on that chain. And note, only one Haunted Burrow quest may be underway at a time. So, we get to do these quests, but we have to do them one by one. Which, yeah, it's a little annoying. But it still does not take that long, usually, to get through them all. And if you hear a little pop, I apologize. I'm getting used to this new headset. And I did accidentally hit it. Look at that ghost. Isn't that neat? Oh my god, this place is so wonderful. Okay, so this is the attic. And this is our mysterious chain. Oh, and there is our ghostly skeleton. Can we guess what the ghostly skeleton is? It was only a hobbit playing a silly trick. Okay, so we can go tell this young man out there that, well, he was pulled by one of his friends. Come here.
A lovely day, isn't it?
The evil wight was only a hobbit in disguise. Abominable behavior. Who was it? I shall give him a telling off that he'll not be forgotten any time soon. The gall of some folk, really. What, you never pranked one of your friends before in your whole life too, huh, Paulo?
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Dear me, I only dared go into the haunted cellar once to look for treasures, but all I did was get out as fast as I could. There was monsters everywhere. In one of the wings I was in, there were spider webs all about the place. But then I spotted a jar of honey. I love honey, naturally, so of course I went right for it. But then I heard a bear. It made a deep roaring sound, and oh, it was close. Will you go banish it from the burrow, so that it doesn't harm any of the innocent folk who have wandered in? Okay, yes, we'll go in and look for a bear. Got another gold spammer who has managed to get around the block filter. And even though he's been reported, I can still see his ads. Very annoying indeed. Alright, oh, here's our jar of honey. And here's our bear. Oh, he looks terrifying, doesn't he? I'm only a hobbit. Don't hurt me. Alright, so go through here, go through here. And, oh, go down in here, and there is, well, we have to wait our turn. Oh, there we go. And in this, we're going to get some festival tokens. And did we get anything else? We got an application of cover it all, which these are 2 candles and mirrors. These are like prank consumables. You use them on another player. They do different things, and they're also a deed. If you use a certain number of them, I don't know if you just get a title or if you actually get the ability to use that permanently. Now we're gonna go in here while we're running this way, and there's some chests in here, and they usually just contain 1 or 2 fall tokens. Now these, I believe you can actually do hourly. The big one down in the basement is once every 24 hours. Alright, so we could go out that door there, but we're just gonna run back through. It's easy. And look at all these cute things. Scary goblin. And a bubbling cauldron. And a very scary looking bird with red eyes. I wonder if this is supposed to be Bilbo's father. Well, can't tell if it is or not if it's dark, right? There, that's better. Don't know, but we're going this way. Because we do have to talk to a hobbit and tell him that his bear was nothing but a prank-playing hobbit.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Did you drive off the hungry bear? You were so brave to venture in there. What? A hobbit? A hobbit played a prank? I never heard of such a naughty trick. I will be speaking to that lad's parents before the day is out. So he thinks it's a tween, no less. And we have one more from him.
Good day. Might I have a word
Oh
with
my
you?
goodness, how I hate being frightened. Away from my business. I was in the haunted burrow looking for treasure, you see, and I saw a candle on the floor to help me see. I went to pick it up, and suddenly a ghost chased at me. Yes, a real ghost, hiding in the shadows. Don't look at me like that. I tell you it was real, and it was. If you don't believe me, go see for yourself. But you'd be wise to steer clear of the wing of the cellar, where the spooks have got to, if you ask me. So now he thinks there's a ghost in there. You know, you would think that after the first 2 times of me sending him, or him sending me down there, thinking that it was something scary and it turning out to be nothing but a hobbit, he'd have already picked up on the fact that there are hobbits in here playing pranks. And we have to wait our turn. Okay, well, there's our turn. There's our candle. And here's our spooky ghost. Ooh, be frightened. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm only a hobbit. Yes, we know you're only a hobbit. You're an adorable little hobbit. Being a troll. Alright, so back. Wow, it's a little darker than usual in here. So anytime you see that purple mist, that is a kind of a temporary blindness skill. Just to let you know. He's probably the more annoying thing running through, but
Hello
even that
there.
is temporary. Oh, I forgot to read that last one. Oh well. Can we do it again? Yep, but we'll come back to it. I'm sure he said pretty much the same thing he always says.
Hello there.
Oh,
Might I
help,
speak
help.
with you a moment?
My friend and me, we thought we'd go have an adventure together and look for old Bilbo's treasure. But one by one they disappeared, and suddenly I was all alone. I made it out safe enough, but they're still inside. I can only imagine what a horrible nightmare they must be having in that burrow. Will you help me find them and get them back to me? I'll be so very grateful indeed. Okay, so she's missing her friends, and we need to go find them. Oh. There. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, there's one of her friends.
Mercy me.
Who might you be? I put on a black cloak to sneak around and frighten my friends, but I'm afraid I'm lost. Will you show me the way out? You silly hobbit. Ah, there's the door. And there's bats over my head. Would you leave me alone so I can get out of here? Thank you. Next. The cobwebbed wing, which is decorated with all sorts of creepy webs and crawly things, and look at these wonderful glowy...
Hello there.
I was sure this was the exit. It was a left and a right, then a left, then another left, then another left, and then another left. I believe. Shh, you're interrupting. I'm trying to remember the way out. Now, pray leave me be. He does realize the left, the left, the left, and the left means he just went in a big circle, right? All these glowy bottles and light candles. That's what those are. And jars that look like they might have been honey jars at one time. Now they look like ectoplasm. There's no hobbit in here, I don't believe. There is one in here somewhere, I think. Yep, right here.
Oh, gracious me.
A ghost. I saw a ghost. Do you think it was the old Took? I am so frightened. He was angry at me for eating his dinner while he wasn't looking one night. Do you think he'll come back to haunt me? Oh, help. Pray don't be cross with me. I meant no harm. Okay. Okay. I've never read these before. That was interesting. And there's another one here.
Good day.
I'm sorry, I was just having a bit of a look at some of Bilbo Baggins' old notes. What a curious imagination he has. Wouldn't it be terribly exciting if his wild stories were real? Yes, it would. And another one.
Wait, the gall of some folk.
Hello? Yes, I was here with May. And don't you be trying to shoo me out. I left the party because I saw a glittering at the end of the corridor and I thought it might be treasure. Pretty coin it was too. Now leave me be. I'll not be leaving until I've found a great hoard of treasure. Okay. Your friend's worried about you, and you're being a greedy little git. There's the last one. He looks right frightened.
Mercy me!
Go away. You don't scare me. Uh-huh. So let's go tell the little hobbit all her friends have been found. And a couple of them are just horrible friends.
Hello there.
Thank goodness they're all alive. I was so terribly worried. Maybe I will venture back in myself someday. I would dearly like to peek at old Bilbo's hidden treasure. Oh, and look, we leveled up again. You have reached level 39 and can now purchase legendary books from your class trainer to start working on legendary deeds. Okay, I guess we'll be doing that then. And grab our books so we can do that. And what did we get? Oh god, we got one of those haunted trees. Just for the record, these things are horrible. They should have updated the look of this thing ages ago, but they never did. It is probably the absolute worst housing decoration I have ever seen.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Hello there! I was brave enough to go to every corner of the haunted house and not run away. Are you? I went on a dare and left proof that I visited it. If you return to me with the proof, I'll know that you did the same. But there's a catch. You have twice the amount of time I took myself. You must get back to me quickly, or else it won't count. Are you ready? So we need to go find some things that she left behind. But we have to do it quickly. We have lots of time. There's our attic trophy. And next, the cobwebbed wing. And that is technically on the other side of this, but we can actually grab it from this side. It does make that a lot faster to do, just for the record. Now, if you wanted to do it the right way, you would go here, go through the doorway down that corridor, and go around. But if you want the expediency of time, you can do it right there. Okay. We have collected 3 proofs so far, and I do believe this is the last one. Man, this would be a wonderful haunted house. Can you imagine coming to visit a haunted house like this? Just how much fun it would actually be. That's funny, because I'm not even really one for jump scares, but even I think that would be fun.
Hello there.
Let me see what you have there. Well done indeed. You definitely made good time, but still not as good as mine. Are you up for the more difficult challenge? Sure, let's give it to me.
Could I take a moment of your time?
And so now I see that you're very brave, and that is quite well. But do you have the skill to be as nimble as myself? I made my way through the tricky burrow in just a hair of that time I gave you before. It was not easy, but I did it. If you can beat my time, I will be very impressed indeed. How quickly can you return to me? Are you ready to go? And now we have 4 minutes to do it. So the first one gives us like 20 minutes, and you're literally just leisurely going through. The second one, you have 4 minutes. And even with the couple of issues you run into, that is still more than enough time. And this is where this trick comes in handy, because you do bypass a lot of getting caught by spiders like this. If you get caught by one, it's a lot better than getting caught by 3 or 4. Okay, next. And the creeping wing one is, of course, the easiest one to get, because it's right by the door to the basement. The fourth one is actually not that far from the doors to get out of here. So this first door actually takes you back to the entrance to the basement. The second door takes you out of it. Yeah, okay. Through. Door. And we still have like 2.5 minutes to spare.
Good day.
That was most impressive. Now I see why you are a well-traveled hero of the world, beyond our bounds, and I am but a farmer's daughter of the Shire. Well done, my dear. Don't knock yourself. Being a farmer is very important too. Alright, so we
Can I
have...
take a moment of your time?
What a terror! I ventured into the haunted burrow, for I was sure there would be treasure tucked away in every corner. I swore I wouldn't leave until I came away with a few riches. Instead of jewels at the bottom of various jars and whatnot, I found the most horrible things indeed. Sticky, cold, wet, terrifying things. Unnatural things. When I came back outside for a bit of fresh air, I found that I'd lost several valuables in the meantime. Surely they are all at the bottom of jars now, for other greedy folk to find. Now I am poorer than when I started. I dare not go back. Will you help me? Let's see. So he wants us to go find all his stuff. Now, you go in here, and you'll see several things are glittering. So, we're going to go in order, and I'm going to show you exactly where to find each thing. So, first thing, this jar of crawlies. You plunge your hand into the jar, but the inside of it squirm as alive. Bugs, bugs, bugs. You bear it just long enough to bravely retrieve a pocket watch held hostage by the creepy crawlies within. So there's his pocket watch. And come in here, go this way, go straight, and this pile of bones here is... these delicate bones have an eerie feel to them, like they will crumble in any moment if you trouble them. You imagine the dust of death filling your nose and eyes and squeeze your eyes shut unwillingly in anticipation. Fortunately, your fingers grasp a shiny button before too long. So, that was his button. And of course, once again, we're getting attacked by bats. Well, luckily this one isn't timed. So we go in here, into the cobwebbed wing, and you see all these glowy spider sacks. Well, if you come right up here and highlight, you'll see that there's a sticky cocoon right there, which you can actually access from this side of the wall. Do you really have to reach into here? You ought to. Holophast said he searched in any unlikely place where treasure could be hiding. Oh, it is sticky and terribly unpleasant. Are there words for such an awful sensation? You search for a moment, your heart beating as fast as can be, and pull out a very nice glove. Hopefully this belongs to Holophast. Okay, so we found his glove. And some spiders. Now, you can go over here. And this barrel here. Barrel of mystery flesh. Oh no, really? Holdfast? Why did you look for treasure in here? The smell is unbearable. It's all cold and mushy. It seems that Holdfast didn't spend long here. Were you able to find his ring near the top of the disgusting pile? If there's any more treasure hidden inside, it's best to let it stay there. Alright, so that was quite disgusting. And now we go to the basement. So you'll see these puddles of green goo, whatever. You go to this one here and stick your hands in it. Something glints in the middle of a puddle, and you are sure it is something that belongs to Holdfast. You reach for it, but the blood drains from your head as you realize that the puddle is quite warm. Feeling very faint, you quickly pocket the monocle you have retrieved. Ew. That does sound disgusting. Alright, so back to Holdfast with our findings. Okay, Holdfast, here you go. You are such a brave high elf. I can't believe you were able to bear it in there. You are bolder than I, and no mistake about it, I am tremendously indebted to you. I'm beginning to recover a bit from my terrifying adventure. Did you see any treasure while you were inside? Maybe I'll have another look. Considering tomorrow you'll have the same quest for us, yeah, I'm sure you probably did go take a look. Now, this is actually the last quest for most people, at least people who haven't done any in-league or L-Association quests. Hello, friend. As many folks in these parts know, old Mad Baggins was a great lover of riddles, and it seems he left a riddle or two for us in the Haunted Burrow. Only problem is I can't make a thing of it. After the first riddle, I must have had a drink from the wrong bottle, and it made me worse off than before. I believe he meant for us to have a great treasure if we managed to solve it all, but who has the patience for such tomfoolery? If you could figure it out and tell me how it goes, I'll be sure to give you all the coins I've managed to get my hands on so far. So we have another timed riddle quest. We go in here. And here's our first clue. 3 bottles sit before you, yet their colors mustn't bore you. If first you drink and last you think, you'll find that I outscore you. The correct bottle. He weeps golden tears in morn's light. A mighty shield he makes at sun's height. In evening, rain tumbles and cascades. At night he sleeps bare in the bed he's made. The orange bottle has an etching of a warrior, the white bottle an etching of a tree, and the blue bottle an etching of a cloud. And we are going to take the blue bottle. Oh, I guess I did get that wrong. But, let's see, where are we going next? Go to the door of the cobwebbed wing. Okay. So, we get things wrong occasionally. I thought it was. No matter. We might have to actually go through this again. Is it the cobweb wing? That is the cobweb wing. Okay. Maybe this is the blue one. Three bottles sit before you, yet their colors mustn't bore you. Okay. The only certainty in death is death in bottle. For one thrust my sword is lost, henceforth sweet life must be lived to its fullest. Orange bottle's an etching of a thief, white bottle's an etching of gold coins, and the blue bottle has an etching of a bee. One thrust my sword is lost, so that would be the blue one. This is the blue one. Okay. So it's WBOB. So that was delicious, whatever it was, and I got the right one this time. So, we're going to go this way. We're going to go this way, and this is the path I told you about that you would usually get that and that for the other quest for, if you wanted to know where that was. Now, here's the third bottle. Upon him they thought laid, take care, he whispers sharp as a knife blade, beneath the feather stayed, beware, in billows is thy trust betrayed. Orange bottle has an etching of paper, white bottle has an etching of eagle, blue bottle has an etching of a hat. So this one is the orange bottle, and that is that one there. Now we need to get to the basement for the last one, and the basement door is here. Last clue. When we were introduced, I did not agree with you one bit, but I helped you on our second meeting, did I not? When we met last, I didn't seem to affect you one way or another. Which bottle am I? Alright, so that is the blue bottle again. And so, the first one I got wrong. I thought it was blue. It actually turned out to be white. And the order of the bottles is white, blue, orange, and blue. And now we can talk to our buddy out here, Mr. Goodbody, and tell him we finished. Did you really make it all the way through based on solving the riddles? Well done. You are far cleverer than I, that much is certain. And that completed the Haunted Burrow. So we got the deed completed. We did all the quests within the burrow, and we got awarded the title Burrower. Now, like I said, that was the only quest for in there that you can do if you've never done L Association or in-league quests. If you have done them, you can also do these two.
Stay a moment, friend.
Have they spotted me yet? I don't think so. Good. They mustn't know the L Association is meddling, or else I fear there will be an all-out war between our two leagues. I have been sent on a mission to scout out what all the fuss is about at the party tree. It seems a new door is there, and I saw many hobbits go in and a few come out. Leave it to hobbits to get lost underground. There's a capital opportunity for us to scare them silly. You should go find them and scare them any way you can think of. So, now, those hobbits that we found for her, we're going to go in and scare the pants off of them. There we go. Our first hobbit, our first bucket of tricks. And we have scared our first hobbit. Oh, save me, boo-hoo-hoo. And our second hobbit. And our second tricks. A cave-in, we're all going to die. He's silly. Die. And, right, no hobbits in this one. Our third hobbit here. And our third bucket of tricks. It's a ghost. And of course our ghost didn't come out, but oh no, they did. Our ghost is actually a little white squirrel. It's so adorable. And she's so scared of it. And our next bucket of tricks. Oh, and she faints. She faints dead away. It's so adorable. Alright, 2 more hobbits to scare. And we have a bucket of tricks right here.
Die!
And... oh, look, it's a ghost. Eee! The ghost! Okay, he's not a ghost, he's just another hobbit. And our last one. Eek! A ghost! Help! And we're done scaring the pants off all the hobbits in here. Now we can go tell this dwarf that we've done his trickery for him.
Greetings, traveler.
That is a delightful story. It's too bad it has nothing to do with Ale, but what can you do? There's a certain order of priorities when you join the Ale Association, you know. We want to take care of important matters first. Ale will always be there later. We lost 500 rep with the N League. We gained 900 rep with the L Association. And we are going to make up some of our N League rep and lose some of our L Association rep by talking to her.
Have some tea.
What? Don't make me drop my wine. Oh, I drank it already. That's awfully disappointing. I was going to donate it to the Inn League for a rare tasting opportunity, but I seem to have gotten thirsty after all my running around in Bilbo's basement. How my head spins. It's downright impossible for me to fetch another bottle now, but I'm sure I saw some more. I think it may be found anywhere, really, if you look around. You ought to go fetch it. The Inn League will be very excited to have it, I'm sure. I'll just take a little nap while you're out and about. Okay, so we are going to go find a bottle of wine. And yeah, so if you do both quests, you end up with a net positive of 400 rep for each of them. And here's our bottle, very lovely bottle, Bilbo's wine. And how are we going to get it without spilling anything? We're gonna drink it. Because why not? We have to wait for the bats. She's actually very, very ginger about carrying this, even though she's drunk it, and now there's really no fear of dropping any wine. Maybe she didn't drink all of it. I don't know, as drunk as she is, I think she did. And now we're going to go back over here and turn it in. You got the wine, delicious, precious wine, just don't drop it.
How do you do?
That was very well done. Getting that wine delivered safe is no easy task. You mind if I have another glass before I get it over to the Inn League? At the rate you're drinking that wine, you're never going to get any of it over to the Inn League. No. We have done everything we can do within that borough. And as for this quest, I'll have a look at that later, because I don't think I've ever done that one.
Good day.
I
Might
do
have
not
a
know
word with
how
you.
I worked up the nerve to address one of your fine and fair-spoken elves, but you see, my friends and I do so love a good and frightening costume on Fall Festival. And so we were sitting about trying to imagine how to get some others to join in the fun. Then it came to me, the cleverest idea. We must put treats out upon doormats of our houses. Then, and this is the important part, only those in costumes may be allowed to have some. Yes, said my friends, but how will we persuade anyone to go about all the bother? But don't you see, it's plain as day, said I, we must help them along. And so we set to work, the three of us, and baked more treats than you could count, and first-hand fashioned some doormats just perfect for the occasion. You may have one if you like, but you must promise to lay it out, and then go in for some treats and trickery yourself. That's what I'm calling it. Okay, so, basically, that's something you would do if you had a house. Technically, I have a house, but I don't have a house because we'll try that another time. We will try that another time before the festival ends. And I kind of like the title, The Welcoming. But for now, we're going to go talk to her because we have finished our 10
Hello
quests
there.
for the day. And we want our tokens, please. Now, how many tokens have we gotten?
Can I help you find something, friend?
We've already gotten 39 tokens. Very good. And here's some of the things. And it looks like this year's offerings are the same exact ones as last year's. We have the cosmetic graven wings. We have Mask of the Leaf Turner. What's this one? That's interesting. Oh, we have our cow and this is, okay. Got this dress. I'll move that aside. With this hat and these black raven wings. And that's actually a very nice looking Halloween costume. But we also have these lovely bee wings, which I'm actually going to get a set of because that's really cute. And we have like I said, we have pretty much the same things we had last year. We got a brown bat, we've got a fall kite, oaken kite, gourd lurker, black cat. We'll get the black cat definitely. We don't have enough tokens for that yet. Badger, spooky jackdaw, harbinger of the sage storm, soot feathered crow. And we got dyes, various dyes. We'll do a couple of rounds of festival to get everything. Of course, we do still have Bilbo stuff, and we do have the stuff over at the other spooky place. And we got plenty of chances to get more tokens. By the time we done both of his quests here, and everything over at the other place, which is going to be really interesting because a couple of those are in a maze that I'm not quite so familiar with. We should have more than enough tokens to get the things we want to get. That will be for another day. Until next time, bye for now.